Hi class, this is week 4. Let's focus on how to better manage your time, task, and study environment.
Let's look at what we have in this week. First, we will have readings and a midterm quiz to help you understand some definitions, terms, conceptual scopes, and strategies of resource management. We will also have a reflection paper about resource management. Use this writing opportunity to focus on your own successful and unsuccessful experience. Articulate with the readings, video lectures, and other information learned from this week to improve your time management in future online learning. For class participation, we will have a discussion board activity as a follow-up of the technology trade-out activity. Specifically, we are going to use a technology tool called Trello to practice goal setting, time management, priority management, and multi-project management. Since our purpose for this discussion is to sharing strategy, you are not required to post response on Friday, but feel free to reply to others' posts. As you may have known that our group presentation slide will be due this week. Please upload your presentation by Friday night and reply to others' work by Sunday. One thing I would like to remind you is please make sure to check the accessibility of the document you share. Make sure others can watch your presentation online. As for the oral narration, you can either do the group narration together, or you can have one student to narrate, based on what technology you choose. But please don't forget to acknowledge everyone's contribution in the slides. Last but not least, we will start working on the e-portfolio in the coming week. So you will need an account for that. Just simply create a one at u.osu.edu and submit the link for your account.
The topic this week is resource management. Resource refers to a wide range of things that you can use to achieve your goals. This includes time, environment, information, and any supportive resources. Regarding time management, one of the top challenges for online learners, a frequently observed phenomenon, is procrastination. I would like to push you to think more in depth about why we procrastinate. If you think about your past experience, procrastination is more than just a delay. There are many possible reasons and at least 5 most common ones for you to consider. Let's look at the first 2 possible reasons. Learners may underestimate the task difficulty or overestimate their own ability. If so, we need to think about some ways of calibration. That is, to adjust our way of analyzing the task and be realistic about our ability and resource availability. The next reason is the fear of failure. If we are afraid of the potential failure, we will try to ignore it until the last minute. This is a common psychological adaptation to avoid negative feelings. However, it usually ends up with not finishing the task and getting more negative feelings about ourselves. As we all know, ignoring the problem is never a solution. Instead, we should think about why we fear. Do we think the task is too difficult? Don't lie to yourself. Figure out the reason honestly. In more cases, you will find out it's you that put the rock on the road. There are usually some resources that you are not aware of. So face the problem, analyze it, use resources, and you will definitely have a better solution than procrastination. The fourth reason is that sometimes the tasks are just too boring to do it. If this is your case, I will remind you to use what we talked in week 2 about motivating yourself. Try to see the value of doing the task and give yourself some external reasons for doing that. The last reason I list here is a situation where we sometimes work on a task at the last minute. People who do this usually think they work better under pressure. Yes, but only sometimes. People do have different preference of study. However, we see a lot of times that the quality of last-minute work is not good. Behind this action, some people might just hold the belief that people are smart when they can finish things quickly. I will be against this belief because the research fact is that the more time you spend on the subject, the more likely you can have a deep understanding. Efficiency works better for easy content, where there is deep understanding is the key of mastering difficult content.
There are some steps that can help you make your learning more organized and avoid procrastination. First, translate a long-term text into a long-term goal. Then divide into multiple short-term goals and subtasks. Remember to be smart. Every goal and subtask need to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. In this way, you are able to make progress to the final goal. Third, in addition to the official deadlines of the text, set some deadlines for yourself to control the progress. Last but not least, use Planner or other technologies to visualize the progress. A lot of people are more comfortable with paper pen workflow. If this is you, go keep your things organized in the planner. Check your planner often. You can also use an electronic calendar. For example, I use Buckeye Mail and the Link calendar for reminding me the things coming up. I sync the calendar to my phone. I set notification in case I forget. You can use any other calendar that you feel the most comfortable with. If you have more complex projects going on, or your life is mixed with your family, school, and work, calendar is not enough. Now you need to think about project management tool. I use Trello for collaborative projects and personal research project management. We will practice this tool this week. No matter what tools you are using, make sure it's consistency. That is to say, make sure you will revisit regularly your plan and check your progress. The visualization of your program will give you confidence and feeling of achievement. Starting from this week, we will work on our final project, create an e-portfolio. This week, we have checkpoint number 1. Read carefully the instruction on the page and complete every text on the checklist. An e-portfolio is a digital collection of evidence that shows your learning journey over time. In this class, we use a website building tool, u.osu. It's an implementation of the portfolio. There will be 2 parts in the portfolio. First, you will contain a collection of what you have learned in this course. Second, a collection of what you have learned about another topic related to your professional career. Checkpoint 2 and 3 will guide you to get the 2 sets of collection ready. While designing your portfolio, consider your audience all the time. I don't recommend that you only consider these as a coursework for me to get a grade. If you think about your audience as your future employers or anyone who are interested in you as a professional, you will have more interesting things to put on the website. This week, we'll only have an easy task, which is to create an account at u.osu. Be sure to post the URL of your u.osu site so that the class can learn from your work. This is the end of week 4 guiding video. Email me if you have any question. I hope you guys can have a very organized week. Thank you.